Hey, what's going on? So this is a testimonial for Adam over at Arc Mentoring, and to specifically speak about Impact, his coaching program. One of the biggest struggles that I had before I came to work with Adam was the confidence in my business for generating leads and, predicting a consistent revenue. That was something that I really struggled with. At the moment in time before I worked with Adam, I always felt that it was down to luck, and it was quite random when I would get clients, and I would never really know what I was doing, what was the thing that was working, what was the thing that I needed to focus on a lot more of. Don't get me wrong, I've worked with some amazing big names in the industry. I've always taken a lot from them, but there was this sticking point in having an objective, like a non-emotional way of looking at what was going on in my business and being able to look at it with confidence, not only for the next week or month, but literally for the next year and moving into the next 5-10 years as well with this way of looking at my business. So the biggest thing I took away from working with Adam was a process, like being able to step back, looking at the process. Okay, where are my leads? Who's getting eyes on what I'm doing? Where are the potential leads? Where's that coming from first and foremost? For me, I didn't really have that in place. Sure, I had things like social media up and running, I was posting, but I didn't have a place where I could consistently go on a daily basis and have a group of warm leads. From there, the next step, which is probably a game changer for me, was just how I approach speaking to women. I help women. How I approach them in the DMs. I would always go down a very empathetic, start coaching them in the DMs and not really pushing them towards getting on a call to see if I could actually help them inside of my program. And now working with Adam on a one-to-one basis and looking at the rest of the people in the group at that moment in time, we figured out a couple of key areas that I just needed to tighten up with the way that I spoke to people and the messaging that I used. And just from a few small tweaks, I literally started booking in, one call a month to literally multiple calls a week. And then after that, when it came to the sales call, just having a framework that not only held that woman's priorities and their challenges, what she was stuck with, right at the very top, but also molding that into how I could help her. Not only speaking from a boring features benefits perspective, but really tailoring it to her and putting all of her confidence into working with me, which meant that on calls it was never a hard sell, it was never pushy or sleazy sales tactics, there was never any scarcity or anything like that. It was simply confidence from that woman, knowing that my program was the one for her, and it would be a really smooth transition into her coming into my coaching program. So that was the biggest thing personally for me and my coaching business that I took away from it, but also just in the rest of the course and the group, what Adam has created and what he's going to continue, bringing in and strengthening is amazing. Things like copywriting, Facebook ads, setting up consistent streams of leads coming in, all of those things that are really hazy for a lot of health and fitness coaches at the moment. He's created some really solid content around, not just good content, but actionable content as well, that's really easy to implement and start seeing results within your business. So as cliche as it sounds, I wouldn't hesitate for a second to recommend you to jump into Adam's program. Even if you're literally just starting out as a health and fitness coach in the online world, even if you're a coach who's been in the industry for quite a few years, I can guarantee that working with Adam on a one-to-one basis, and on his calls on a one-to-one basis, working in the group setting as well with the experts that he brings in, you can literally always take something from what he's doing, implement it into your business super simply, and see the results within a matter of days or weeks.